The next fight we're going to cover, we have Evloev versus Dan Ige. We have Evloev was favored going into this. I don't remember the exact odds, but I know he was favored going in. Evloev came in 15-0 to this fight.
Ranked
right?
13 in the division.
Yep. Ige had dropped 2 in a row. It's been somewhat of a downward spiral for Dan Ige as of late.
Yeah. Well, what happened is he found himself in the top 10 of a terrifying division. And
Of Murderer's Row.
Murderer's Row, man. I mean, 145 is terrifying. But yeah, man, Evloev is, we knew he was legit coming into this. This guy seems like the real deal. This is a pretty favorable matchup for him. When they matched this up, I was like, man, I thought Ige was a Ali managed guy. Usually they get favorable matchups, but this was the flip side.
Dude, and you mentioned the fact that
nightmare
145 is Murderer's Row in the top 10, and now you mix in an Evloev. Oh my God, man. He looked fantastic, though. His striking is so crisp. His 1-2, the way that he shoots it right down the middle and was just splitting Ige's high guard. The counters, the way that he makes up the counters. Oh my God, beautiful timing on the flying knee.
There's a difference of guys who throw stuff like this, right? Because there's the Michelle Pajedas of the world who are just kind of, they're going to do a backflip off the cage and try to stomp on you on the ground, or they're throwing these flying knees and cartwheel kicks and all this crazy shit just to see if it lands. This shit was calculated. He landed it twice in the fight. There was something that they saw in Ige's game, his footwork or something, a tendency that he has or something, that he knew this could land, and he landed it so early. It was like a minute and a half into the fight, he landed it and hurt him,
and he rocked him, man.
Yeah,
he was hurt bad.
His whole demeanor.
How tough is Ige though?
I know. And imagine, it's one thing to eat that and keep going, but it's another thing of you're like a minute 30. I don't remember when exactly it happened, but I think it was like a minute 30 or so into the fight. You're trying to like get your momentum. You're trying to like get into the fight here. Just starting, right? There's nerves, all this shit. You eat a knee like that.
Feeling out process.
Yeah. Now your feeling out process is just you trying to feel out your body and like stay on your feet. And then to still stick with it and continue and finish the fight, really. I mean, all respect to Dan Ige, but you could tell there's always some of those fights where it's like there's levels to this, And Evloev came in here and showed just that, because like you said, striking looked like phenomenal. The grappling was the pace was crazy on the grappling. Excellent
ragdolling him sometimes too.
Yeah, he caught Ige kind of got lazy with the rhythm step there on that first takedown, and he caught him as he was taking the rhythm step, and his toes were pointed right at him, or how I don't even know how to say this. His feet were square with his shoulders, hips forward, and caught him in that rhythm step and just took him right off of his feet. And it was like, man, his timing. That's probably another thing that he sees. A lot of people do that rhythm step a little too frequently, shouldn't be doing it in range.
No, and that's a perfect call out to say his timing, because that's what I was going to say. One of the things that McGregor has said that always stuck with me, other than buy proper 12 whiskey, is just that timing beats
doctor
speed.
Stoppage. Yeah.
It was a doctor stoppage. HB Comer is going to now say you have the worst Irish accent in history. Watch. But he always said timing beats speed. But the thing with Evloev is that he did have beautiful timing. As you saw with the flying knee, he had a nice counter right hook a couple times that he landed. But it's also he's also very fast. Like I was saying, his is ridiculously fast. So, dude, this guy's going to be a problem as he continues moving up in the top 10.
Yeah, what do you say about Arnold Allen? You call him a bullshit boy or something?
Honestly, I didn't even see any of the post-fight interviews.
Oh no,
no, because I didn't get home till later, so I was like going through the fights like crazy.
Yeah, and that's understandable. I mean, they started early, even earlier for you, right? I think they started at like 12 for you.
Yep.
Yeah. More of that, please. But
I know, for real.
I think he said something about like, because you could tell Felder was like, and it's probably the UFC in his ear, like, make sure he calls out somebody specifically, make him call somebody out. And he was like, maybe Arnold Allen. He's like, Arnold Allen, he is bullshit guy or something like that. Classic, man. But yeah,
Oh man,
I mean, I think, man, this division's fucking crazy.
it
It's
is.
crazy, man.
It
Uh,
is. So for Ige now, that's 3 losses in a row. He's lost 4 out of his last 5.
to who? Korean Zombie, Evloev. Who was before that?
Again, dude, a bunch of killers, right? And I'm
Mhm.
not saying Dan Ige is not good, but this is another perfect example. Like I was saying, like I was talking with Volkov, is like you reach this point in your career where you had your run. Ige was top 5 for a while there. Some said that
Yeah.
he could be a contender depending on whether he actually ended up. Who was it that he was fighting? They're like, man, if he wins this one, it was
Calvin Cater?
Korean Zombie. Well, Calvin
Oh, Korean
Cater,
Zombie,
Korean
definitely.
Zombie, but man, I mean, he's gone up against Korean Zombie, Calvin Cater, Josh Emmett, and now Evloev. So he's going up against killers. But again, now it's this new generation, this new wave that's coming in, where I just don't know where he's going to fit in the mix.
Yeah, yeah. And I think, I mean, if we look at the record too, in hindsight, I'm not really sure how he got to number 10
Mm-hmm.
and or higher. I don't really know because, I mean, he beats Bektik. Okay. I thought he lost to Barbosa. Very close fight. Then he loses to Calvin Cater. Beats Gavin Tucker. That's a good win. Um, and then I don't know how he got to number 10 because then it's a loss to Chancellor Young, loss to Josh Emmett, and then here we are. And I
Yep.
like the guy. But when you look at his style and what he's capable of, and you look at who's in the top, and it's Yair Rodriguez, Max Holloway, Volkanovski. I
Again,
mean,
Calvin Cater.
Calvin Cater, like now Evloev. It's tough because there's nothing that he's doing. I mean, all of those people are special at something. Brian Ortega, there's very special at something. Ige is tough as nails, and he hits hard, and he's hard to put away. But that's not enough in a division like that.
I heard it over and over and over again yesterday during the broadcast when they continued mentioning how tough he was. And I'm telling you, when the only thing they're really calling out is your
Yeah,
toughness, it's usually a bad sign. You know what I mean? It's fantastic. Dude, being tough in the UFC is something that you need.
you need
But
it.
but when that's all that's being called out, man, like okay, so he's gonna fall out of the top 10, but we still have Sadiq Youssef, Edson Barbosa, Shane Burgos, Ilya
Oh man,
Taporia. Dude, like you still got some more killers
to
there.
put yeah, Taputio's on the come up too. I think he's
So
closing in now.
you put him up against maybe a Sadiq Youssef, um, Edson Barbosa. They already fought, and like you said, you thought Barbosa won that fight.
Yeah,
Shane Burgos,
Burgos would
Ilya
be a good
Taporia,
one.
all those are really tough fights for
Who
Ige
did
still.
Burgos just signed a fight, right? Who is he fighting?
Let me check.
I'm sure
Uh,
he. I'm pretty sure he just signed a fight.
I don't see anything. Yeah, I
No,
don't see any fights lined up from.
I
Maybe he did. I
swear
don't
they
know.
just
I
signed
don't
it.
see anything. But yeah, either way, a lot of fun fights that are still there for Ige, but um, they all look like tough fights still in the top 15 from.
Jourdain, Shane Burgos versus Charles Jourdain. Fantastic fight.
Oh my goodness.
That was gonna
Sign
bug
me
me.
up, dude. All right. All right. Anything else there with Ige and Evloev?
Nope, that's gonna be it. Fantastic fight though. Evloev excited, very excited to see
All
what he
right.
does from here.
Hey, everybody. Romero and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description, and it's going to be on screen at the end here. Don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Goes a long way. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.